Well, Dave Republic, we're here at the Eagles Hall in New Westminster, British Columbia, and from the IWA promotion in Japan, it's Michael Myers making his entrance into the ring.
You know what, this is going to be another unique match here. This is a six-man tag. However, the winners will receive the ECCW NWA Tag Team Championships, and the team of three will have to decide which of the two will defend those titles. So hopefully you caught all those numbers there, Adam.
So officially the champions are luscious Layne Fontaine and the Ladies' Choice, but the Count is their third partner. If he was to get pinned, they would still lose the tag team championship.
You got it. So over on the top right side of your screen there, you do see the Count with luscious Layne Fontaine in the ring and Ladies' Choice outside of the ring waiting for the tag. Closer to us, you have the big man there. I'd say 6'7", 6'8" of Michael Myers. In the ring in the fatigues is the Raw recruit. His tag partner's missing, therefore Michael Myers is there. And their spiritual leader, Father Juan Valdez, in the mask outside the ring. And the action's about to take part in the ring with the ever-talkative Count Monster Rod von Hugenstein.
Todd Kelly, the original member of the Backwoods Militia, called to service, and the War recruit and Father Juan Valdez taking matters into their own hands and enlisting the services of Michael Myers. Look at the Count.
Well, we'll see how this hooks up. This ought to be a terrific matchup here. A lot of different things going on here, including the Count owning the rights to Layne Fontaine that expire at the end of this month. This ought to be a terrific matchup with the Count controlling what Layne does, and now it looks like the Raw recruit is forcing the circle in the ring, and we'll see how this hooks up. What was that?
Well, the Count, I don't know, there's some bad blood between him and Layne Fontaine and the Ladies' Choice. They're partners, but they're definitely not friends.
I think I understand this. Kind of shades of Ray Brooks here. It appears that the Count is trying to lose the title, and Layne Fontaine, having earned the title with Ladies' Choice, coming in for the save, but on his own guy. It's a little bit different here. He's kicking the other guy out to make sure the Count does not get get pinned here. I'm just baffled by all of this.
Definitely some strange circumstances. The Count trying to put the kibosh on his whole team's chances of victory. Big slam by Layne Fontaine. This man can get the job done.
He's attacking his own guy and forcing him to tag in. LC, Ladies' Choice. This guy, not only is he a pretty boy, but this guy can move and fly.
Look at that big clothesline by the Ladies' Choice.
A Raw recruit there is now being forced into the corner, and those patented trademark chops of LC. Those will leave nice welts on the chest of the Raw recruit.
Nobody chops like the man from the British properties. This man has got, well, his nightlife is about as exciting as his life inside the ring. Look at this, charging the corner, big clothesline in the corner. Taking the Raw recruit now. Looks like he's going to set him up for some double teaming. Here comes Layne Fontaine. Ladies' Choice and Fontaine work very well as a team. If they weren't such a well-oiled unit, then perhaps the antics of the Count would be a little more effective. Look at this sort of a catapult maneuver.
A little slingshot into the corner there and into a pin. We've got a 1 and a 2 and a kick out there just at the last moment. A great opportunity. That was almost the match.
If the referee, Marcel Alfonso, was perhaps in a little bit better position there, that may have very well been a 3 count.
You know what I think the strategy of LC and Fontaine, the champions, are going to be, is to keep the Count out of the ring. It appears that Count has already shown his cards that he's going to be throwing this match. So if these two guys can work together as a team, keep the recruit sanctioned away or separated away from the rest of his team, I think they could end up taking this.
That appears to be the... Oh, my goodness, right on his face.
An attempt of a leapfrog failed, took the head into Arden's head there into his groin, and boom, the Raw recruit slams him down.
Big power slam. That's one of his specialties. It looked like Layne Fontaine went to leapfrog the recruit, and the recruit just stood up.
Was there a tag there?
Yes, there was. And look at this. Father Juan using looks like more of a choke than a submission hold there. And
well, he hooked the leg and to bring Fontaine down, and again, the devious Father bails out of the ring, bringing recruit in, and it looks like a little bit of double teaming here, and a chop to the chest of Fontaine, who's fighting out of it. I give him credit for that.
Well, he's fresh, Dave. They were tagging in and out, rapid fire, and, you know, he's still pretty fresh in there. They've had a great strategy. They've tried to isolate the recruit before that little diversion from the chosen path, so to speak. And the LC and Layne Fontaine have been going in and out quite frequently, so Layne Fontaine is still quite fresh in there.
And here comes the father, Juan Valdez. Marcel has to keep him out of the ring as LC applies some kicks to the midsection of Arden, being held in place by Layne Fontaine. Again, you'll notice the count is doing nothing to assist with this. In fact, in the past, we've seen the count, being the master of Layne Fontaine, actually blow whistles and order Fontaine to lie down. Doesn't appear that's happening right now, but the match is still fairly young.
Father Valdez back in the ring with a choke on Lady's Choice, now slowing things down a little bit.
We have to see here that Father Juan Valdez is not a wrestler. He's the spiritual leader of the Backwoods Militia, and adding some spirit to LC's groin there was kind of a turning headbutt there. I'm sure you've got the proper name for that, Adam.
But look at that, he didn't follow up. You mentioned he's not a wrestler, and he showed it. He did not follow up. LC able to make the tag to Layne Fontaine, and now we're right back to where we were just a few moments ago. Look at this. Off the second rope, a big knee right into the chin.
That was into the chin. That was not a kick, folks. That was a knee to the chin. On a smaller man, that would have knocked him out, but the Raw recruit there, being very, very thick, took it, absorbed it, and he's taken some more, and he's about to get some more, courtesy of LC.
A springboard spinning front kick, and LC now back in the ring, those chops. He loves those chops.
And it looks like he's now delivering some punches to the jaw of the Raw recruit. Perhaps they've weakened him from taking that knee from Fontaine. That might be a point on the body that they need to focus on. Doesn't look like he has a glass jaw, but maybe they weakened it up a little bit.
The father breaking up the pin. Now he gets the tag, and he's in there with Layne Fontaine.
Wait a second, how'd the count get in here? I think this is a mistake.
I think the count tagged himself in.
I told you it was a mistake. Look at this. And Fontaine again with the save on the good father there, bringing him to LC, a bit of a Christmas gift. And wait a second, in opposite corners.
Looks like there's going to be a meeting of the minds. The count in the clutches of Michael Myers. We still have yet to see him.
Well,
get in the...
Valdez there is saying for every hit they do on him, they're going to do 2 on the count. Well, it doesn't seem to matter. The wrestlers here are taking it out on the managers and just beating them down in each corner. This is great.
I don't know what this counts. This is such an interesting situation, very unique, to say the least, to say the very least. And we still got the count in the ring. I don't know who the legal man is. The referee has lost all control. As we have LC working over Valdez, we still got the count.
Count in the ring, crumpled in the corner. We've got Arden there, the Raw recruit, dropping LC on his head. This is incredible. I don't think the referee has a clue. He's wandering in circles, is looking at the lights.
Here comes Michael Myers, our first real look at Michael Myers in this match.
Look at the size difference here. Fontaine is 6'1", 6'2", and we've got him at, I said 6'8" earlier on. We might be looking at a guy who's 6'9", 6'10".
And look at this, Layne Fontaine tagged the count. That's the first time we've seen a voluntary tag to the count, and they're going to force him to get into the ring with Michael Myers, the big man. Look at this.
This ought to be interesting. We have not seen Michael Myers here in an ECCW ring. Of course, he comes to us via the IWA in Japan. And again with the lie down here, but Michael Myers doesn't capitalize the way we expect.
Here we go with a pin. Wait a minute. Michael Myers is having none of this. He's in the clutches right now, and the count trying to fight out, but it ineffectual blows.
And a drop kick and nothing. Look at the height the count is getting on those drop kicks, but they're doing nothing to the big man, Michael Myers.
The first kick got him flush right in the face, and now a spinning heel kick, and Myers barely even backed up a step.
You know what? I think I saw a smile coming on the face of LC in the corner there.
Oh, you know they're loving this.
But
trying to attack the knee. Look at that.
Well, I'll give the count credit. The guy is incredibly smart up until this point. He was kicking the knee out. He's going for a Hurricane. He's going for a World of Hurt.
Oh! Spikes him with the big power bomb, and that's a long, long way to fall.
But you know what? Before that, he was kicking the knee. It was bringing the big man down. Now we've just got everything breaking out here with Fontaine and LC coming in, and LC delivers a punch to the top of Valdez's pointy head.
Well, here comes Myers again from behind on LC. Big thrust right to the throat. This man seems almost impervious to pain. He seems invincible.
Well, we got the double team suplex coming up here. Fontaine standing behind them. Oh, he stops it.
Fontaine looking out for his partner.
And double super kicks there even put the big man, Michael Myers, out of the ring. The count crumpled in the corner. Looks like Fontaine's picking up the good father. Oh! And Elsie brings him down. Spike pile driver.
Spike pile driver, shades of Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson.
But wait a second. They're going after their own man, the count. And give him what was good for the father, a spike pile driver.
And look at this. Looks like that count is going to be the one to get the pinfall victory.
His plans turned against him. He wanted to be pinned. He ends up getting the pin. Fontaine and LC keep the title.
This story just keeps getting more and more bizarre as we go along.
Well, you know what, though? It doesn't look too good for Fontaine there. The count is still his master, and we need to see what is going to happen. This is incredible, bizarre action going on here.
Well, Fontaine only has a little time left on his obligation to the count, and we'll have to see how these final days
LC just delivers another chop to the count here as the champions leave the ring, and of course they're not taking the count with them. The count is actually in the ring with the three opponents there. We've got the Raw recruit, Father Juan Valdez, pointing at the count, and Michael Myers. I think we have a bit of a showdown going on here, Adam.
Well, the count has definitely found himself on the wrong side of the tracks. Looks like a 3-on-1, and with Michael Myers in there, it's more like a 4 or 5-on-1.
And there's Valdez following up in his Catholic training, rolling up the sleeves, and the count pointing to Michael Myers, and Myers is attacking his own guy.
Bizarre is the name of the game. Big choke slam. Oh my goodness, an inverted shoulder breaker on the old father there, and
I don't think the father's going to be able to use that hand for anything else now. And they've cleared the ring here, and they've given count.
Oh, don't give him the mic.
No, Mike. Oh, boy, I don't know what we're in for here.
We'll be here all day.
But what's happened here? Oh, he loves the fans. What?
Well, nobody ever called the count a dummy, and if you're going to pick a man to be in your side, Michael Myers is definitely one that you want to have.
Well, this is incredible. He ditches his two tag team partners, seem to have some sort of deal going with Michael Myers. I would even suspect he had something to do with Private Todd Kelly not being here as well. And the two of them leave the ring. This could be quite the tag team forming right before our eyes, Adam.
You're very right. No one ever accused the count of being of low intelligence, and he's really pulled one over on us again. I said the story just keeps getting more and more bizarre, and it just continues to proceed that way. More